Hello, and welcome to episode 49 of Uncovering the Corners of the World podcast. I'm your host, Karina Kasmala. Using research and my personal experiences where I actually set foot in some of these places, I'll be describing some of the unknown attractions in both the US and around the world. This week, we are traveling to Virginia's neighboring state, West Virginia. West Virginia did belong to Virginia in the 1800s. In the 1860s, during the Civil War, the western side of Virginia wanted to be a self-governing state and wanted to break away. There were also discussions that the state should be called State of Kanawha as a way to honor the Native American tribe and a state river. However, when the state joined the Union in June of 1863 as the 35th state, the state adopted the name West Virginia. West Virginia sits between the Appalachian Mountain Range, and the entire state is covered by a national forest. But for our first stop, we are not hiking through a forested area, but rather driving to a strange landmark where your eyes may deceive you. Located at 16724 Midland Trail in Ansted, West Virginia, a Volkswagen Beetle sticks out the side of a building, while a gorilla statue sits above the entrance to that same building, titled Mystery Hole. Now, some people believe in the center of gravity. It's where all the mass of the body is dispersed equally. But those that visit Mystery Hole might begin to question what happened to gravity at this attraction, or why gravity functions a little differently here. The owner, Donald Wilson, discovered Mystery Hole back in 1973, where he claimed that there were strange sights occurring in this area. The Mystery Hole includes a gift shop, while the second part of the building includes rooms where balls roll uphill and people stand at obscure angles. What may seem even more strange is that there aren't many images of the rooms inside the Mystery Hole. Perhaps the only way to truly know how they claim that gravity works differently is to visit the attraction in person. Mystery Hole may not be the only strange attraction in West Virginia, as there is a whole museum dedicated to exploring the paranormal. In the small town of Cameron, that has a population of about 850 residents, there is a museum that holds artifacts that are said to release an odd type of energy when people have a chance to look at them. The National Museum of Paranormal, or the Archive of the Afterlife, is located at 86 Railroad Street in Cameron, West Virginia. Creepy porcelain dolls, an Ouija board, and an executioner's cap may only be a few of the surprises you'll find at the museum. There are also items that have historical significance tied to them, such as an exhibit that is dedicated to wars and includes authentic flags and clothing that was worn by the people during that time. The executioner's caps is one of the popular artifacts at the museum. It used to be owned by a woman that claimed that the cap was used in the West Virginia State Penitentiary, and it killed 9 inmates. The first artifact that was part of the museum's collection was a portrait of a woman named Annie, who lived between 1886 and died around 1966. The black and white photograph shows a woman with piercing dark eyes and an almost expressionless face. The photograph is claimed to be the artifact that emits the most energy at the museum. People donate their items to the museum that they claim have a spiritual power attached to them. Yet to really see if these items have any spiritual calling, it's best to visit the museum in person. Our last attraction for this week is a test to see whether you don't have a fear of heights. At 57 County Route 85/9 in Lansing, West Virginia, between the Appalachian Mountain Range, visitors have a chance to walk under the new River Gorge Bridge. Large steel beams hold the bridge together as visitors, who are securely fastened by a cable, walk across a 24-inch wide catwalk under the bridge. The new River Gorge Bridge is the third longest single-arch bridge in the world. It measures 3,030 feet, whereas its arch measures 1,700 feet in length. And at its midpoint, its height measures 876 feet. For comparison, the Statue of Liberty measures 305 feet high, while the Eiffel Tower in Paris, France, measures 1,063 feet high. The construction of the new River Gorge Bridge began in 1974, but finished in 1977. To celebrate the bridge, every third Saturday in October is considered Bridge Day. On Bridge Day, people meet on the new River Gorge Bridge to watch individuals jump off the bridge with a parachute, or base jump. This tradition started on November 8, 1980. In 2019, 303 base jumpers from 41 states took part in jumping off the bridge. The new River Gorge Bridge is located within the new River Gorge Bridge National Park and Preserve, located at 104 CO Route 25/9 in Glen Jean, West Virginia. Under the bridge is the oldest river in the U.S., called the New River, known for its whitewater rafting, and it's also a river that flows from south to north, whereas the other rivers within the area flow eastward. Thank you for listening to this week's episode. If you're interested in learning more about the Mystery Hole in Ansted, visit the website mysteryhole.com. To learn more about the Archive of the Afterlife or the National Museum of the Paranormal, visit the website archive-afterlife.weebly.com. Lastly, if you want to learn more about Bridge Day, check out the website officialbridgeday.com. And to learn more about the new River Gorge Bridge Walk, visit the website bridgewalk.com or its information on the National Park Service website. Have a great week.